in the thin cylinders, we can differentiate with a thick cylinder by T by D ratio. By T by D ratio. So here, if the T by D ratio is greater than 1 by 20, if the T by D ratio is greater than 1 by 20, then we will call as a thick cylinder. If it is a less than 1 by 20, if it is a less than 1 by 20, then we will call it a thin cylinder. So here in the thick cylinder, next chapter is a thick cylinder. In the thick cylinder, only one derivation is existing here. That is nothing but a Lamnis equation. So Lamnis equation we will call as a Lamnis equation. So here we need to derive an equation. We need to derive an equation for a thick cylinder. For a thick cylinder. So here so in a thick cylinder, the thickness is higher amount. Here, three types of stresses will be involved. Three types of stresses will be involved. First one is a radial stress. Radial stress will also called as a pressure. Will also called as a pressure. And the second one is circumferential stress. And the third one is a longitudinal stress. So three types of stresses will be affecting the thick cylinder. So first one is a radial stress, and second one is circumferential stress, will also called as hoop stress. Third one is longitudinal stress. So here we can see a diagram. So inside radius is R2, outside radius is R1. Here the thickness is varying. The thickness is a very high amount. The thickness is very high. The thickness is very high. Therefore, we'll have the range of R1 and R2. And we will have internal pressure. We will have internal pressure as well as external pressure. That is, the pressure inside the body is a P1. The pressure inside the body is a P1, and the pressure outside the body, that is external pressure, is P2. So we have two pressures, internal pressure as well as external pressure will be existing in this thick cylinder. So in the previous thin cylinders, only the internal pressure will be exist. Only the internal pressure will be exist. So here the pressure is also called as a radial stress. The pressure is also called as a radial stress. So please read the following diagram, Amma. So here R2 and R1, and the pressures outside is a P2, and the pressure inside is a P1, or P1 or P2 according to your dimensions. Here outside diameter as R1, therefore P1 is the external, and a P2 will be internal according to your consideration. So to derive this Lamnis equation, a thin ring whose thickness is dx, and a radius of x, is considered an element. So now a thin cylinder as an element we are considering. A thin cylinder as an element we are considering. Therefore, on the thin cylinder, we have internal pressure as Px, as well as the external pressure will be Px plus dPx. That is some increment of Px, But the Px plus dPx is a compressive in nature. This pressure is a compressive in nature, and this pressure is a tensile in nature. Therefore, if I increase the Px value, the bursting will be occur. If I increase the px value, the bursting of the thin ring will be occur. If I increase the px plus dpx value, it will resist the bursting. It will resist the bursting. Therefore, here we need to understand this concept and we need to write the resisting force and bursting force. So here the bursting force is a tensile nature px into its thin cylinder formula, that is nothing but 2d into L. 2x is nothing but diameter, 2x is nothing but diameter into L. కింద సార్ రాసినట్టే రాశారమ్మా, ఏమి లేదు ఇందులో, ఓన్లీ ఎక్స్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్, కింద సార్లు ఏమో డి లో రాశాము. మైనస్ గివ్స్ ద కంప్రెసివ్ ఇన్ నేచర్ px plus dpx into now the diameter is 2 into x plus dx into L is the bursting force, is the net bursting force, and the resisting force is the material here. So here in this textbook we are considering as fx as our hoop stress, therefore the same formula as the previous, because it is a thin cylinder, therefore the stress is a pfx and 2 into dx into L, where dx is nothing but thickness, that is dx is nothing but thickness into L into 2 times is the area, that is the force. So here equating the bursting force with the resisting force, therefore we will get a relationship between the hoop stress and px is nothing but the radial stress. So we will get a relationship between the hoop stress and radial stress by simplifying this equation. Now considering the longitudinal stress, so here the longitudinal stress is developed when the outer faces of the length of the body is closed. సో సిలిండర్ కి అటు ఎండ్ ఇటు ఎండ్ క్లోజ్ అయినప్పుడు మాత్రమే లాంగిట్యూడినల్ స్ట్రెస్ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓపెన్, అటు ఎండ్ ఇటు ఎండ్, సిలిండర్ కి అటు ఎండ్ ఇటు ఎండ్ ఓపెన్ అవుతేనే లాంగిట్యూడినల్ స్ట్రెస్ క్రియేట్ అవ్వదు, క్లోజ్ అవుతేనే లాంగిట్యూడినల్ స్ట్రెస్ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. దేర్ఫోర్ the longitudinal stress is developed when it is closed on the both ends of the cylinder. Cylinder రెండు ఎండ్లు క్లోజ్ అవుతేనే longitudinal stress క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. Therefore the longitudinal stress is equal to so it will be created on the end face, pressure is created on the end face. Therefore I need to convert this into force. Therefore pressure into pi r2 whole square, where r2 is the inside radius, therefore the pressure will be applied on this face, so that will be expanding the cylinder longitudinally. Due to this pressure the expansion longitudinally will be occur, and this will be resisted by the thickness This will be resisted by the area. This will be resisted by the total area here. The total area will be resisting this value. Therefore, the area is pi r1 square minus r2 square is the resisting area. Therefore, the longitudinal stress is equal to the formula we are attaining. Now, considering the three stresses, here three stresses we are considering. First stress is a radial stress, second one is hoop stress, and third one is a longitudinal stress. Third one is a longitudinal stress. Therefore, here I need to write the longitudinal strain equation. Longitudinal strain is equal to longitudinal stress by Young's modulus, minus mu into hoop stress by Young's modulus, minus mu into hoop stress by Young's modulus, minus radial stress into mu by Young's modulus. Here minus becomes a positive because it is a compressive in nature. It is a compressive in nature because the px is applied in this direction and a px plus dx is applied in this direction. Therefore, it is tending a compression on my ring. Therefore, minus of minus, it becomes a positive. Therefore, here P naught is a constant. And Young's modulus is also a constant. It will not vary. And mu is also a constant. And here mu and E also a constant. Therefore, it is also equal to our strain. It is also a constant. It has no units. So multiplying the value or moving these values to another side, it becomes a constant, another constant, standard constant. Therefore, I can write Px minus Fx minus Px is equal to a standard constant. A standard constant which is an unknown value. Therefore, I am considering as it as a 2. Now shifting the px value to the right hand side, therefore fx is equal to px plus 2a is the equation. So previously we have derived another equation. First equation. So మనం ఇంకో equation derive చేసాం previously. So considering that equation and this equation, ఆ equation ని equate చేసుకుంటా, and we need to simplify the equation. Simplify చేసుకుంటా వెళ్తున్నామమ్మా. Px on the one side and dx on the other side. Therefore, log E Px plus our dx into minus 2, and we are simplifying this value and we will get a standard equation. Two equations vastayama. Px is equal to b. Px is equal to b by x square minus a as well as fx is equal to p by x square plus a, where px is nothing but our hoop stress. Sorry, the px is nothing but a radial stress, and fx is nothing but a hoop stress. Therefore, the hoop stress will be always greater. So b by x square plus a. And what is the difference between the hoop stress and the equation and as well as the the radial stress equation. Radial stress ki hoop stress ki equations ki difference ఏంటంటే only one term amma, only one term, that is px is equal to, that is the radial stress is equal to, the radial stress is equal to, the radial stress is equal to b by x square, b by x square minus a, b by x square minus a, and the hoop stress is equal to b by x square plus a, x square plus a. So the only difference, we can by heart this equation easily. Always the plus will be occur for the hoop stress and a minus will be occur for the radial stress. We also call as a pressure. We'll also call as a pressure. So how to find the B and A? B is another constant and A is another constant. B is another constant and A is another constant. How to find it? So here, to find the B and A, we need to have two boundary conditions. We need to have two boundary conditions. So here two unknowns are there, two unknowns are there, two unknowns are there. To find these two unknowns, we need two boundary conditions. So they need to be given in my problem. This need to be given in my problem. Therefore, we know that x is equal to R2, x is equal to R2, which is nothing but the radius inside, the radius inside. And the pressure inside is, the pressure inside is, the radial pressure we need to consider as a, the radial pressure we need to consider as the inside pressure. The radial pressure need to be considered as a inside pressure. The radial pressure need to be considered as a inside pressure. And another boundary condition is the outside radius, the outside radius, that is nothing but x is equal to R1. X is equal to R1. The outside pressure, the outside pressure is, the external pressure is as a P1. So if the two values P1 and P2 are given, P1 and P2 are given, then consider this equation, the same equation, but the x value will be R1 and x value will be R2. P1 is equal to B by R1 square minus A, as well as P2 is equal to, that is inside pressure is equal to, P2 is equal to B by R2 square minus A. So here two equations, two unknowns. Solving these two equations and two unknowns, we can find the B and A values. B and A values కనుక్కున్న తర్వాత, B and A values కనుక్కున్న తర్వాత hoop stress లోపల equation లో ఆ values పెట్టేసి we can find the hoop stress value. ఆ value hoop stress లో ఎంత వాల్యూ వచ్చిందో మనం కనుక్కోవచ్చు. సో ఇన్సైడ్ రేడియస్ దగ్గర ఎంత ఉంది, రేడియస్ వేరీ చేసుకుంటే. సో ఈ చాప్టర్ లో ఎక్కువగా అడిగే క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే ద స్ట్రెస్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ కర్వ్ అలాంగ్ ది థిక్నెస్, ద స్ట్రెస్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ కర్వ్ అలాంగ్ ది థిక్నెస్ ఎక్కువ సార్లు అడుగుతూ ఉంటాడమ్మా ఈ చాప్టర్ లో. సో హియర్ ఆల్రెడీ వీ హ్యావ్ డిస్కసింగ్ దట్ ద స్ట్రెస్ ఇన్సైడ్ రేడియస్, ఇన్సైడ్ రేడియస్ రెండు స్ట్రెస్లు వస్తాయమ్మా. రేడియల్ స్ట్రెస్ ఒకటి వస్తుంది, రేడియల్ స్ట్రెస్ ఒకటి వస్తుంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ ఎస్ ద ప్రెషర్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్. అండ్ హూప్ స్ట్రెస్ ఒకటి వస్తుంది. సో హియర్ Fx is a hoop stress which will be higher value. Fx is a hoop stress which is a higher value, which is a higher value, and Px is the pressure also called as a radial stress. Px is the pressure also called as a radial stress, which is a lesser value. So here R2 having the both values are incremented or higher values, and we are moving, as we are moving away from the inner radius, as we are moving away from the inner radius, as we are moving away from the inner radius towards the outer radius, the stresses will be decreased. The stresses will be decreased. Either hoop stress also will be decreased, as well as our pressures, as well as our radial stresses also will be decreased. But here the longitudinal stress, is a constant along the radius. The longitudinal stress is a constant along the radius. So here only this derivation will be exist in this chapter. ఈ చాప్టర్ లో ఒకే ఒక డెరివేషన్, ఇది ఒక్కటే డెరివేషన్. బట్ బౌండరీ కండిషన్ అనేది మార్చుకుంటా ఉంటాడమ్మా. బౌండరీ కండిషన్ అనేది మార్చుకుంటా ఉంటాడు. దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఇంటర్నల్ ప్రెషర్, ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ప్రెషర్ వస్తాడు. ఒక్కోసారి మెటీరియల్ ప్రాపర్టీ చెప్తాడు, ఒక్కోసారి మెటీరియల్ ప్రాపర్టీ చెప్తాడు. దట్ ఈస్ స్ట్రెస్ ఆఫ్ ది మెటీరియల్. దట్ హూప్ స్ట్రెస్ ఇస్ గివెన్. Hoop stress is given and it need to be taken at the inner radius. Material stress గురించి చెప్తే కనుక inner radius దగ్గర తీసుకోవాలమ్మా. This is the stress he had given. This is the stress he had given. This is the stress he had given అన్నట్టు తీసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది. So the difference between these two equations is again a 2a. సో పద్దాక మనం కనుక్కోక్కర్లేదు, జస్ట్ 2a తోటి వాల్యూ, రెండో వాల్యూ కనుక్కోవచ్చు. ఇఫ్ ఏ ఇస్ నోన్ వాల్యూ, ఏ అనేది తెలిస్తే కనుక మనం వాల్యూస్ కనుక్కోవచ్చు. సో హియర్ ప్లీజ్ రీడ్ ది ప్రాబ్లం. A pipe of 400 mm internal diameter and 100 mm thickness. The thickness he had given, he is not giving the outer radius. Outer radius ఇవ్వలేదు. As containing a fluid at a pressure of 8 Newton per mm square. 8 Newton per mm square. సో ఇక్కడ ప్రెషర్, ఇన్సైడ్ ప్రెషర్ ఇచ్చాడు. కంటైనింగ్ ఎ ఫ్లూయిడ్ అంటున్నాడు కాబట్టి ఇన్సైడ్ ప్రెషర్ ఇచ్చాడమ్మా. 8 Newton per mm square. Find the maximum and minimum hoop stress. And maximum hoop stress ఏమో ఇన్నర్ రేడియస్ దగ్గర ఉంటుంది, మినిమం హూప్ స్ట్రెస్ ఏమో అవుటర్ రేడియస్ దగ్గర ఉంటుంది. సో హీ నీడ్స్ ది మ్యాక్సిమం అండ్ మినిమం హూప్ స్ట్రెస్ అక్రాస్ ది సెక్షన్ కి, దట్ ఈస్ అక్రాస్ సెక్షన్ కి మ్యాక్సిమం అండ్ మినిమం హూప్ స్ట్రెస్ కావాలండి. ఆల్సో స్కెచ్ ది రేడియల్ ప్రెషర్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ అండ్ హూప్ స్ట్రెస్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ అక్రాస్ ది సెక్షన్. So here I need a distribution curve. సార్ ఈ ప్రాబ్లంలో ప్రెషర్, ఇన్సైడ్ ప్రెషర్ చెప్పాడు కదండి, ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కడ ఏం మెన్షన్ చేయలేదండి. సో హీ హాడ్ గివెన్ ది P2 వాల్యూ, దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్సైడ్, దట్ ఈస్ R2 దగ్గర ప్రెషర్ ఎంతో చెప్తున్నాడు. అండ్ R1 దగ్గర ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కడ చెప్పలేదు కదండి. ప్రాబ్లం ఎలా సాల్వ్ చేయాలండి? ఇఫ్ హీ ఈస్ నాట్ టెల్లింగ్ ది ప్రెషర్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ చెప్పకపోతే కనుక వీ నీడ్ టు కన్సిడర్ యాజ్ జీరో. దాన్ని జీరోగా కన్సిడర్ చేయండి. సో వీ నీడ్ టు కన్సిడర్ యాజ్ అ జీరో, యాజ్ అ P2 as 0 and find the B and A values. కనుక్కోండమ్మా. మళ్ళీ ఈక్వేషన్స్ లో పెట్టుకుని I need to find out the stress distribution curve along the thickness పెంచే కొద్దీ మనకి ఎలా ఉంటుంది అనేది కావాల్సి వస్తుంది. So we will do this problem, amma. So he is telling, so we are considering this as a he had given this 100 mm, the thickness as 100 mm, thickness 100 mm ichadama, and he had given the diameter ama, he had given the diameter as a 400 mm, but the radius will be 200 mm, and inside pressure, that is R2 will be 200 mm, and inside pressure he had given as 8 megapascal, inside pressure as 8 megapascal. And what will be the R1? R1 enta avutundamma? This is the R1 value. So it is nothing but 200 plus 100 gives a 300 mm as a R1. And what is the value of P1? As 0 megapascal. 0 megapascal. Therefore, what are the equations of the radial stress? Radial stress equation indamma, Px is equal to B by x square minus A is the equation, where x will be varying these values. Therefore, 8 is equal to B by 8 is equal to B by 200 whole square minus A is the first equation. And the second equation is 0 is equal to B by 300 square minus A. The same minus sum, because both are the pressures. Both are the pressures. Therefore, solving these two equations. So this is the second equation. Solving these two equations. Therefore, A is equal to B by 300 whole square. Therefore, substituting the A value in this equation. Therefore, 8 is equal to B by 200 whole square minus B by 300 whole square. Therefore, I need here only B value. So find the B value. Find the B value by using this formula. After finding the B value, substitute in my equation 2 and find the A value. Find the A value. B value, A values kanukovalama. After finding B and A values, I need to use the Hooke's stress equation. I need to use the Hooke's stress equation. Hooke's stress is x square plus A. So use this Hooke's stress equation. Use this Hooke's stress equation. After finding the B and A, we need to substitute the values B and A. We need to substitute B and A values, and we need to find the Hooke's stress at R2 and as well as R1 and in between also. So R1 ki R2 ki madhyalo kuda, because I need the stresses. Stresses distribution karuvu kavali kabatti ee రెండిటికి మధ్యలో కూడా నేను కనుక్కోవాలి. So here inner radius and outer radius use చేసి మనము stress distribution curve అనేది గీయాల్సి వస్తుంది. So the pressure as well as radial stress will also called as a radial stress distribution as well as hoop stress distribution. Radial stress distribution as well as hoop stress distribution రెండు కావాలి నాకు. Radial stress distribution as well as hoop stress distribution రెండు కావాలమ్మా. So here this is R1 and this is R2. R1 is 200, R3 is 300. Therefore 210, 220 అలా మధ్యలో ఇంటర్వెల్స్ అన్ని పెట్టుకుంటూ వెళ్ళాలమ్మా. అండ్ we need to substitute the values. R1 వాల్యూ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసుకోవాలి హూప్ స్ట్రెస్ ఈక్వేషన్ లో, యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ రేడియల్ స్ట్రెస్ ఈక్వేషన్ లో కూడా వాల్యూ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసుకుంటా మనకి స్ట్రెస్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ కర్వ్ వాల్యూస్ హూప్ స్ట్రెస్ కి ఆ వాల్యూస్ అన్నిటిని కలుపుతా గ్రాఫ్ వస్తుంది. యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ విల్ గెట్ అనదర్ గ్రాఫ్ దట్ ఈస్ ప్రెషర్, we'll call it as a radial stress. So it will be 0 at the R2. It will be 0 at the R2. So here the difference at any point will be at again 2A. So ఒక స్ట్రెస్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ కర్వ్ గీయగలిగితే 2A ఏ వాల్యూ నాకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు కాబట్టి 2 into A తోటి ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తుంటే మనకి వేరే వాల్యూస్ కూడా వచ్చేస్తూ ఉంటాయి. ఎయిదర్ ప్రెషర్ ఆర్ ప్రెషర్ కానీ రేడియల్ స్ట్రెస్ కానీ ఏదో ఒక వాల్యూ కనుక్కోగలిగితే we can draw the our curve, stress distribution curve. So this is shown in our picture. So with this I am concluding this section, Amma.